Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Spy Master from HBO Max, otherwise known as Max, about a 70s era spy that defected to the United States and the fallout from that defection. Smash the like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 11. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So this was the biggest defector at that time during the Soviet era, and also during a time when peace talks were happening in the Middle East at Camp David, and there was an assassination, I believe. God, was that the Anwar Sadat assassination? I think around that era. And part of it is tied into that. Here's the Soviet guys. So, the question is, does he escape? And at what cost? Can he get his family out and all that? So, looks very intriguing. It's got some history to it. It's got the right tone. See, this is real spycraft to me. This spy stuff in this era works. This is why James Bond has to go back to this era. This is why Bond only works when the stakes are this high. When it's the Soviet bloc versus the United States and the West. But, of course, a lot of people forget this stuff, forget the politics of that time. They want current day stuff, but current day stuff it's not as cut and dry. It's not as cut and dry. So, there's Carter there, TV show. So first act, it would be, well, they set up what's going on at the time. Probably he sees something that finally turns him against his masters. Like he could see maybe the Soviets are coming unglued, the beginnings of it. He's seeing the rumblings of it. He just can't take it anymore. He wants to live in a free country. So he makes an offer to defect, because everybody was defecting back in the late 70s to early 80s. And the Soviets put out the word, you got to get this guy, you got to stop him, you got to watch him or kill him or whatever. And then things start to unravel. And does he escape? Does he not? I'm not familiar with this guy, so I don't even know the actual answer to that. But either way, I would totally watch this movie. It looks pretty cool. It looks interesting. Looks violent, gritty, bloody. Is that him? Maybe they kill him at the end. I don't know. You didn't think your American dream would come cheap. Some grim stuff. And this is the way spy stuff should be. Quite frankly, it is a grim business. A lot of people die. It's not happy-go-lucky like in James Bond. And even in James Bond, they made it a little too, a little too casual about some of the stuff. This is what it was like. I think this movie really hits the tone that spy movies should take, especially one grounded in reality and history. So yeah, first act would set it up. Second act would be him detaching from the Soviets, trying to get to the Americans, the fallout, and people getting killed back and forth. And then the third act, does he escape? Does he get killed? And then, of course, in a historical movie, you'll get that credit roll at the end. He eventually escaped to America, but died in blah, 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 blah. So it's interesting, too, to know you see all this history. It was very intense, the Cold War, and the stakes felt very high, but then now you look back on it, and it's like, the Soviet Union's gone. Like, what was it all for, You had people killing each other. We're on the brink of World War III, and then now it's like, well, now you got bigger problems. Forget all that. That's like deep in the past. It's weird how history moves forward, right? And the stuff that was so important, now it's it's kind of a different playing field. Anyhow, I would totally watch this. It's on HBO Max. I very well might watch it. Max Original, The Spy Master, or Spy/Master. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Thanks to all who came out to Super Saturday at Atlantic Cape Community College, the Atlantic City campus. It was a nice day, and I will be at Devil's Creek Brewery in Collingswood, New Jersey on Friday. That was just scheduled 7 o'clock, so hope to see you there, and events all weekend. I also hope to see you on the live stream. We do it live on Sunday, tomorrow at 7. I know it's Mother's Day, but you should call your mom before, take her out to dinner, and get back by 7. Hope to see you there. We'll see you in the next one.